Hi everyone, this is a short little video and it's really moving on from my poor weather driving video that I did a couple of weeks back. I did give all my viewers a little bit of a teaser when I was on that video when I said about driving in poor weather with fog lights. We were on the motorway at that particular point. And a lot of people commented that you should never use fog lights in spray. And I'm just going to debunk this myth because you are allowed to. What the highway code says in rule 226 is it's under driving in adverse weather conditions. It actually says in rule 226 that if visibility drops below 100 meters, you're fine to be using fog lights, and it doesn't specify that it's only in fog. But a lot of people do seem to think that this is the case. Even recently, it was after the video that I put out, I was watching another channel of some advanced driving. This channel's good, it's good informative stuff, but there was some wrong information because it was said that there's no way in the world that fog lights should ever be used in rainy weather, and that's not the case. Even on the RAC's website, I was looking at a little bit of information just on trying to find out how people perceive this and whether it's a common situation. Even on the RAC's website, it says that there's no way in the world that you should be using fog lights in spray or in rain. That's a shame because these people are putting information out to the public which isn't actually correct. Should there be many situations where you use them in this type of weather that we've got today? Honestly, no. I doubt very, very much that we're going to have a situation where I'm going to have to use fog lights in spray conditions, even if it's like it is today. It would have to be really, really poor to warrant me putting fog lights on. The problem with putting fog lights on in weather, if you can see more than 100 meters, which is about the length of a football pitch, is that they dazzle at quite high intensity. It's a similar sort of scenario why waiting in this situation at a set of lights, I'll put my handbrake on and come off the foot brake because even brake lights are a high intensity. There's a little bit of an argument that I hear people say all the time that you can't distinguish very well between brake lights and fog lights, which is true. That there's sometimes it is difficult. Sometimes it is difficult to distinguish between the two. But if that scenario happens in fog, for example, would you then say, well, I would rather not see that vehicle in front because I can distinguish when the brake lights are going to come on? That's quite reactive and that's not really the best. So if you think about it, that same situation, if visibility was that bad in spray conditions, would you rather not see the vehicle just so you can see the brake lights when they actually come on? That's ridiculous. So anyone who thinks that that's the case, it's a little bit of a wake-up call. To confirm this, because there was even certain forums online that I was even doubting myself. So what I did, I sent an email to the DVSA and I got a response saying this. Dear Mr. Neil, thank you for your email. Reference the appropriate use of fog lights and whether they can be used in spray and poor visibility. The answer is yes, if they are going to improve the driver's ability to see and plan. However, if visibility improves and the driver can see beyond 100 meters, they must be switched off. This is because they can dazzle other road users. hence why it's suggested that dipped headlights can be switched on. Where spray is concerned, I would suggest dipped headlights because spray can clear quickly and it's important for the driver to focus on keeping the car safe rather than switching the fog lights on and off. So the DVSA's response effectively says yes, you're totally fine to be using fog lights in adverse weather conditions if visibility is less than 100 metres. They do also, like I've just shown you, say maybe you should be just having dipped headlights on, or you should put dipped headlights on. Well, honestly, you should have dipped headlights on anyway, so I'm not sure whether that was just worded poorly or they actually mean that. I essentially think it was just worded poorly. You should have dipped headlights on anyway. Even now, I haven't gone with my automatic headlamps on in these conditions. I've put dipped headlights on. Let's just back off for this Mercedes. So yeah, you should have dipped headlights on rather than switching them on, but as regard to putting fog lights on, you should know the operation of your car inside out, upside down, and even if you can't put them on instantly, it takes a moment. I see with the switches I could put them on. So fog lights in a situation of spray may very well be used, but the chances of you actually using them should be pretty slim. Remember though, and this is key, if visibility improves, it should be your time to turn them off because of dazzle, and that pushes on to highway code. I think it's 236. I think it's 236, which says what I've just explained. So I hope that clears it up. I've just rambled as normal. There's no script to my videos. I just get in the car, drive and explain certain things. So I hope that makes sense. Appreciate your surroundings. If you're coming up to a big load of spray, see what you can to do to avoid it. Maybe find a time to move to lane 3 rather than being next to a lorry where you're not going to be seen. You generally don't need it. And just a little added point to the people who drive around in poor weather conditions with their front fog lights on instead of dipped headlights. I just ask you why? Why do you do that? I think it makes your car look better. Anyway, it baffles me, as do many things on the road. But anyway, a little rant over. I think we've come to the end of that. Little important point. Make sure you don't just follow these wives' tales, these old wives' tales, as far as stuff on the road. Look for a little bit of backup, look for a little bit of confirmation. It's just a shame that these influences online aren't always correct. Take care everyone, hope to see you soon.